What is this thing? Hell yeah, Monster Energy, bro. No. Look at the whip. And that's what we're picking up. Sorry for the wind. Tried to pick this up the other day. Couldn't even get it out of the lot because of snow and ice. Because I'd say those are a little bald. Couldn't even get it to move. But got the flatbed. We've been running all around today, but we got the flatbed because of how wide this thing is and tall. See if we can't get it started. Fully charged jump box. Not really sure what kit's on this thing, or do I really care. See if we can't get it started here. I think it was probably a nice truck at one time, but it's definitely got some age on the build. Either she's really cold or she's got something wrong with her. So there's nothing in the bed. It's got skulls everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't sound healthy. It's got something going on with it. It's only got 88,000 miles on it, but I guarantee this thing had the crap beat out of it. Got H&S Mini Max in it. Just about every light on the dash on. Well, customer wanted to know why I wouldn't go in a wedge. So we got 4 chains, 4 binders. Those pulling forward, those pulling back around the axles. And she's loaded. Anybody got a height stick? Anybody got a height stick? Looking a little tall back there.
Continue straight for 30 minutes to exit 19, State Route 462, Market Street.
Nothing like a little 4-degree morning to get you moving. Get these unloaded. Unload 2, these go back into the auction, and we pull somewhere around here. I got at 8 sitting here, so we'll get 3 while we're here and get those delivered. But I don't know if you can see my breath. It's the real feels 4 degrees, so instead of me yapping and freezing, I'm gonna get this done. Would you believe if I told you the 2 cars I'm dropping off are dead, and all 3 that I'm picking up are dead? Thank God I had my jump box warmed up and charged, because everything started just fine. The Escalade was a little tough to start. Got a Scion, a Camry, and an Escalade to go. Like I said, most of these are repos. There's a truck. We're in the Honda Odyssey. We've got that Nissan right there to turn into the auction. So it's nice when he coordinates like this, where I can bring 2 or 3 or how many up to return to the auction or sell at the auction. And then I can also pick some up and already have them pulled in the parking lot waiting. So pull up to the guard shack here and get these checked in. Well, we got some snow. It's windier than all hell out here. I'm sure you could probably hear it through the camera. Got like 4 inches of snow and then ice on top of it, and then it turned to rain and then back to snow, and la-di-da-di-da. So I came out here. Oh, this is cute. I came out here earlier, and I got bibs on and everything because the wind's blowing 50 miles an hour here. And it's cold. I froze. Today's Monday. It was Saturday. I was not in a good mood. It was so cold, so windy. Hands were frozen, this and that. And then we got all this. I need to get these cars off because I'd have... so Same customer sent me more. Started out with 13 or so. Now we're up to 17. He added 4 more, which is okay. It's fine. I'm not complaining, but I got to get some of these off so I have an empty trailer first thing tomorrow morning, because the auction I can pick up from is 24/7, which gives me time to get up at 4 o'clock. I'm about an hour from that auction, so I can be there about 5 o'clock and start running before traffic gets bad. And because I go from like the Harrisburg area down to Sterling, Virginia, so you can hit traffic. But I'll stop blabbing. These trucks are already warmed up. I warmed up both trucks to get all the ice off them because they had probably an inch of ice on the windshield. But excuse me, let's get rolling. Well, got a little project going on tonight. Finally getting our tow mirrors put on. Nice, lovely 50-degree winds. Using the house to block me, but get these popped on. See what they look like. Alright guys, it's I guess it's Tuesday. It feels like a Monday. This really didn't work much yesterday because of the weather. And it's still kind of from the wind, there's a bunch of snow drifts, and I just hit a road out here that was got to be a little sketchy. But anyways, so today we're just shuffling cars, nothing exciting. We've got 7 left to move unless we get more. And I wanted to say thank you guys. That's the main part of why I hopped on here this quick already this morning. I just had my best month on YouTube as far as AdSense wise, and I actually just got monetized on TikTok. So I want to thank you guys for the support. And I want to thank the guys that reach out, that comment on everything. Either it's a hey, what's up, anything, it all helps. And I also want to say, thank you to the guys that reach out when they have a question. They're not too proud to, ask for help. And the guys that do it correctly, you'd be surprised the amount of messages I get, and they're so unprofessional or demanding. People get upset that I don't respond to them. They'll try to add me on Facebook and then try to send me a message, and then they get mad because I don't respond. But it's I put out free information every day on YouTube, and it takes my time to record and to edit, and that's why the AdSense is great. But there's guys and I love this, that I'll post on Instagram and they'll ask a question why I did something, or why I have it strapped like that, or what's the weights, because they're trying to learn. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but there's this guy on TikTok, a hotshot guy, that posted this video that everybody's commenting on. He was trying to say that his 40-foot gooseneck weighed 20,000 pounds. And he is 100% dead set that trailer weighs 20,000 pounds. Now, that might be the GVWR on it, but he also said the load on top of the trailer was 28,000, so his truck was pulling 48,000 pounds. That's just ignorant, and that's just willingness not to learn, which could hurt somebody, hurt themselves, ruin their business, whatever it may be. You guys may see on Instagram and Facebook, I comment on people's stuff and ask questions because I'm curious. Hey, why'd you do it like this? I usually, the way the world is now, I usually start out hey, not hating, but why'd you do it like this? I'm just curious, because I'm willing to learn. I don't know anything. I'll never know everything. So if I can keep learning something new every day, it's just going to make me a bit better business owner, a better transporter, or whatever it may be. So end of ranting. Let's go out here and play in the cold and get some cars loaded up. Well, we got 2. Jump box. She's dirty. Bunch of beat up cars. Should be this place is an ice rink. Everything melted and then refroze last night, so this was all slush at one point. And now it's just an ice rink. So I gotta hurry up and get out of their way because they're pulling all the cars out of the auction and they park them out in the lot, which is really nice. But there was no truck parking up in the truck lot because people got a bunch of stuff pulled out up there. And yeah, like, chances of me falling today, I'll go with 87%. Beautiful sunrise though. Come on, big girl. Ooh. Ouch. Do we have any oil pressure? Oh, we got oil pressure. That's good. Let's get this thing loaded up before it blows up on us. Old Econoline van. I don't know how this guy ends up making money on these, but he sure buys a lot of projects. Yep. There we are. We're rolling. Windy and cold. Gotta love wintertime here in Pennsylvania. If you guys need any body work done, please hit me up. I know a guy. Well, it's like clockwork. On to the next one. So, I've been having some people help me, or been trying to find some people to help me. Some guys that have their own businesses that don't have a lot of work. Maybe they're slow or just getting off the ground. And I always try to preach to people, like, you know, this is my customer. When you go in there, you're gonna see this, and this person, or just leave the keys there, whatnot. And the amount of people that are unprofessional just blows me away. And the reason this came up, I had an incident last week, not gonna out the guy or anything. Well, he just called me just complaining. The lady was rude to me and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all you had to do is drop the cars and drop the keys. No transaction of money, no reason for you to even talk. Except for here's 2 cars. So that happened, but so I had that Ford. Sorry, I'm freezing. Whew. I had that Ford out there, that van that wouldn't start, and I could have been there cussing, screaming, and whatever. Could have been. Little did I know, my customer came around the corner here because he was here previewing some cars at the auction. He came and stopped. I saw him look. Of course, he's a dealer, so he's always in a different car, and didn't recognize the car until he put the window down, and then I recognized him. So you just never know who's watching you or who could turn out to be one of your best customers. I mean, this is like 17 cars in 1 week for this guy. And there's no negotiation. We know the rate. He just assigns them to me on Central Dispatch, so I have all the information. And we just go from there. So sometimes just being professional and, you know, not sweating the small stuff can really turn into, you know, a huge part of your income. All right, I'm gonna get off here. This parking lot is a sheet of ice, and I gotta navigate my way out of here. See a little smoky. Turn around. About scared to death seeing that thing smoking. Thought it was on fire. All right, 3 more. Avalon, Transit, Econoline. Looking good. Everything's starting to melt out here. Wind's still blowing like crazy, so you may hear that come through. Just got 1 more for this customer and we're done. Well, for this week, that is. It's not every day you get diesel at a pump like this. Had to rig ourselves in here. Only because it's cheaper. We're headed down into, we're in Maryland right now, headed down into Virginia. But there's nowhere to really stop from here on out. So I'm gonna fill up. Right outside of Emmitsburg. There's 15. You guys know where that is. That place right there, Chubby's Barbecue. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's get this tank filled up. Get this tank filled up and get out of here. Another hour down into Virginia, and we're done for the day. We're gonna stop and pick up a fat check for moving all these cars for one customer. I ran into him at the auction earlier, and he said stop by, he'll be there, and he'll pay me for everything, which I only have one left after this. But when I drop that off, he won't be there, so he's gonna go ahead and write me a check. But let's see how many gallons we can get from this pump. And we weren't able to get it into the main tank, so we're just gonna fill up the auxiliary tank. Well, that's a good sight. Last 3 dropped off here. Warmed up a little bit today, thankfully. I'm still in my bibs because it's a sloppy mess out here. And it's cold. But anyways, let's go pick up our check from this guy and see if he's got any more work for us. As much as I said I was getting away from cars, when someone like this, and this is the only reason I do cars like this, when someone gives me the freedom to tackle, say 15 cars, even if it's 1 or 2 separate auctions, as long as it's not a place like Manheim, PA, that's so congested and just it takes forever to get in and out of there, I'll do it all day long because I can work at my pace. I can go there, I can get all the keys, get everything out of the auction, and if I wanted to work all night, say I don't have anything to do, can't sleep, I can go work. Or say I have stuff to do during the day, like the days I get my daughter during the day, I can go work at night. That's what I do. Usually my my out-of-town trips consist of waiting until about 4 o'clock, spending the day with my daughter, and then leaving. So things like that, when they give me that kind of freedom, I'm happy to haul cars. It's that stuff where they got one at Manheim, PA, but it doesn't run, and then they got one down in Washington, D.C., or Copart cars that just like single car bouncing around just doesn't interest me anymore. I did it before, it took up a lot of time, and that's why when you realize you're not making as much as you should for the time you have in the day, that's why I don't do it anymore. But I'm happy to take a job like this. Empty trailer means paycheck on the way.